Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody is having a great day so far. Not working too hard, enjoying your morning, whatever you're doing, wherever you're at. So, a thought was coming to me this last week. Well, maybe I shouldn't say a thought. Memories was coming to me last week when I was a kid. I'm gonna say how long ago that was, but when I was a whole lot younger, something things was coming to me and it made me think of the question that I wanted to ask you guys. And it makes me wonder, have you ever felt like you were hiding behind a mask? Like you were are pretending to be someone that you're not, to fit in. You know? Because I know the feeling. Like I said, I always talk about things that I've gone through, going through in the present moment, all that good stuff. I definitely know the feeling of being there, feeling like you're conforming to the people around you to fit in. But one day I just decided to, just take a stand, started peeling back the layers and really embracing my true self, my true colors. Really going on a journey to find my authentic self, because I always say that true power lies in your own authenticity. Who you truly are. Your uniqueness is great. Don't be a cookie cutter in this world. There's a lot of cookie cutters in this world. Don't be another one. So, growing up, me personally, I always tried to fit into society's expectations. Like I said, I wore this, I guess you can say, this cloak of conformity where I was afraid to really let my true essence, my true colors shine through. But I don't know if you felt like this, but I felt like deep down, I knew there was always more to me, that I knew there was more that wanted to break out and be free. And I knew that I didn't necessarily like trying to fit in. I hated it. Thinking back on it now, I actually hated it, but I was too afraid to step out of the box, I was really too afraid. So if you ever felt like that, trust me, like I said, or you feel like that now, you're not alone. Honestly, I think a lot of people go through that, but it's just not something that's talked about a lot. But for me, it wasn't until my later years, I was much, much older. I had, like I said, I always talk about taking time of self-awareness and taking that moment of self-reflection where I really started to develop the courage to really break free from that mode that I had voluntarily put myself into. My hair is caught on my necklace, but voluntarily put myself into, and for me, it started by questioning, those voices of self-doubt in my head. Those voices that challenged me when I wanted to step out of the norm. And what is the definition of normal? But yeah, those voices in my head that held me back, and I finally got to the point, and it took time. It did. I ain't gonna sit here and say it was like instant. No, it took time, but I got to the point where I really did want to embrace my own uniqueness, because that's the power that God gave us, all of us, is our own uniqueness. He didn't put us in this world for all of us to look the same way and act the same way and conform the same way. He didn't do that. That's boring. Who wants to do that? So by unlocking my own uniqueness, my own true colors, like I said, it wasn't easy. It really wasn't at all. And I'm still going through the process. I think, me personally, the process will probably never be over, because as I continue to grow older and grow and learn new things are going to be uncovered about myself. So it's never going to be a destination. Remember, I was talking about there is no finish line. There's no finish line with this. But for me, when I was unlocking my own uniqueness. It meant like really unlearning a lot of things that I thought I knew about myself. And when I say I thought I knew, like I said, I've talked about I felt like I was a stranger to myself. I was a stranger to myself. I didn't know anything about myself, and it meant embracing my own personal quirks and faults and weird little things about myself, and celebrating my passions, my own passions. That's what it meant. I discovered that my true authentic self was full of all these talents and dreams and emotions and uh thoughts and feelings. It was really complex. It was really complex, you know. So I had to shed the shackles of being in that conformity that I put myself into. And it's okay to shed those shackles if you're on the fence about it. It's okay to shed them. No matter how old you are. Young, old, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter how old you are. What matters is that you take those steps to really embrace who you are, and do it without shame. Do it without shame. Who cares what anybody thinks? Who cares what anybody have to say? Because most of the time, if they have something to say, if they have something negative to say about it, 9 times out of 10, and this is just my personal opinion, they're just jealous because they don't have the courage to do it. So they're trying to dim your light. Because like I said, they've let their light go out or let somebody else dim theirs. So don't be afraid. Do it shamelessly. Embrace yourself. Break through those shackles, and you have a very, very remarkable transformation. The world will become more vibrant and accepting, and you have more peace and gratitude. You feel a certain amount of ease within yourself. Like, I know who I am. It's a lot of power with knowing who you are, when embracing who you really are, and doing it unapologetically. Like, you either going to accept it or not. And I'm not saying to be doing it in a way that's offensive to people. No, 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 not exactly. None of that. But yeah, do it in an uplifting way. And I'm telling you, people will start to be drawn to your authenticity. People would be inspired by your courage, and hopefully that would inspire them to embark on their own path. Hopefully that's always the hope. One light ignites the other, and so forth and so forth and so forth. So for me, my embracing my authentic self has been like part of my own guiding light. Every day, I just make the choice. I refuse to hide in the shadows of societal expectations. Because I mean, this is always my opinion. When you try to live by society's rules, a lot of time that shit don't work out. And this is just my person. And it's just miserable trying to live by society's expectations of what you're supposed to do by this age, and what you're supposed to have by this age, and how your life should look by this age. Like, what come on, man. You got your own life to live. We're going into a whole nother subject, but don't hide in the shadows of society expectations. Dance to your own rhythm, your own beat. Paint your own world how you want it, with your own unique colors, right? Don't let yourself suffocate under the weight of conformity. Don't do it. Don't do it. You'll regret it. I promise you'll regret it. But in the light of all of that, I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope that you got some value out of this, and you come back and you listen in for some more. And until then, like I said, don't work too hard. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.